Welcome to this deep dive. You know how it is, you're trying to grow your business, connect with clients, and there's just this explosion of digital tools out there. They all promise to help.
Yeah, but instead of feeling helped, you often end up just juggling. Like
Yeah.
way too many apps, different logins. It's a mess.
Exactly. Feels like wrestling a multi-headed hydra sometimes. So today, we're actually exploring a way to maybe simplify that whole digital juggling act.
It's a really common frustration, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got one thing for your digital business cards, maybe another app for QR codes.
Yeah.
Maybe you're trying to figure out NFC tags separately.
Right. And nothing talks to each other properly. It's wasted time, fractured workflows, just a headache. And that's kind of where the Vendée Pro app comes into the picture. It's pitched as like a central command center designed to bring together a bunch of these essential tools, networking stuff, digital business cards that actually look good, those NFC tags.
Use that short-range wireless, yeah.
Exactly. And QR codes, obviously, those little scannable squares we see everywhere. So our mission today is really to get under the hood, understand the thinking behind it, what it actually does, and, could it genuinely streamline things for a business?
Well, the core idea, the unification part, that's what sounds compelling. It's not just having the tools, but making them work together.
Yeah.
In one ecosystem.
Yeah.
And focusing on actual business results, not just shiny new tech.
Totally. We actually got some insights from Laszlo Berta and Tomas Molnar, a couple of the guys behind Vendée Pro. And what struck me was their focus on creating stuff that offers like real lasting advantages, not just chasing trends. They seem very focused on practical tools.
That balance between innovation and practicality is key, isn't it? It sounds like they're aiming for that sweet spot, fast, cost-effective tools that save time and money, but also keep you ahead of the game without adding loads of complexity.
Precisely. Speed, affordability, future-proofing. Those seem to be the pillars. So the big question we're really digging into today is, how can this Vendée Pro app simplify professional interactions and, smooth out workflows by putting all these digital tools in one basket?
Okay, let's unpack that. So what was the big problem? The inefficiency they saw that sparked Vendée Pro in the first place?
Well, from what we gathered, it really came down to the sheer hassle of using all these separate disconnected things. You might grab a free QR code generator here, find some basic digital business card platform there, maybe dabble with an NFC writer app.
Yeah, the classic digital toolbox where none of the tools quite fit together.
Exactly. You spend more time managing the tools than using them for what matters, growing your business, connecting with people.
Right, and the mental energy.
Yeah.
Switching platforms,
Yeah.
logins, trying to cobble together data from here and there. It's a productivity killer.
It really is. And what Laszlo and Tomas aimed for was this all-in-one solution, like a digital Swiss Army knife, but actually useful for business folks. Merging these functions not just for convenience, but to give you like measurable improvements, better networking, smarter marketing.
Think about it. How many paper business cards just end up lost? Or how hard is it to track if your flyers are actually working if the QR code data is isolated?
Exactly. So Vendée Pro isn't just a bundle of features. They've built it as an integrated ecosystem.
Right. So the digital business card, they call it a bio page. The QR codes, the NFC functions, even the wallet integration. It's all designed to play nicely together, with business needs first.
And here's something Tomas really stressed, which could be a big deal: trackability.
Okay. So not just generating stuff, but knowing what happens after.
Precisely. It's not just making a QR code, it's knowing who scanned it, when they scanned it, roughly where they were, how that specific code is performing.
Wow. Okay. That's definitely a step up from most basic tools, isn't it?
Yeah, he positioned it as a major advantage. You often just don't get that level of insight elsewhere.
And that kind of data is gold. Knowing who's engaging, how they're engaging, that lets you actually refine what you're doing, make smarter decisions. It shifts from just putting info out there to understanding if it's actually landing. So who's this really for? Who gets the most out of it?
Well, they see it helping pretty much anyone who's, actively building relationships, sharing info, or dealing with clients. Think agencies, sales teams, event people, B2B providers, anyone where smooth digital communication really matters.
Makes sense. And Laszlo mentioned scalability too, right? It's not just for individuals.
Correct. It's designed so bigger companies, maybe with lots of employees interacting with customers or partners, can use it as a standard system across the board, like a unified comms platform almost.
Okay, interesting. So let's get into the specifics, these core features. How do they actually tackle those tool management headaches? NFC first, how does that fit in?
NFC, yeah, it's all about that instant tap, isn't it?
Pretty much. Simple tap, data transfers, Your phone talks to the tag. So you could share your bio page link instantly, zap over contact details, or, like in their example, let people tap a sticker in a coffee shop to leave a review. Effortless.
And the key is compatibility, right? Works with most modern phones.
Yep, virtually all modern smartphones have NFC built in. So the barrier to entry is really low for the user.
That seamless physical to digital bridge is powerful. That simple tap can make networking feel much smoother.
Okay, what about QR codes? We see them everywhere, but often they're just static links.
Yeah, and that was a point Tomas really hammered home. People often just use them for one fixed link. But with Vonda Pro, they're dynamic, meaning you can change what the QR code points to after you've printed it.
Oh, okay. That's huge.
Right. Plus, they're trackable, giving you all those analytics we just talked about. Who, when, where.
So for marketing, you could run a campaign, see how it's doing, and maybe tweak the offer link to the QR code on the fly without reprinting everything. Exactly. Or event organizers could update session info or speaker details linked to a code attendees already have. Super flexible.
That dynamic aspect is a game changer for agility. No more being stuck with outdated info on printed stuff. And for events, yeah, managing registrations, schedules, much easier.
Definitely. Okay, next up, the bio page. You said it's more than just a standard digital business card?
Yeah, that's how Tomas put it. He called it an interactive brand hub. Always up to date. It's basically a customizable web page. You can put everything there. Contact info, maps, videos, buttons linking to services, all your important social or website links.
All in one place.
All in one place. Mobile friendly, obviously. And crucially, it has NFC and QR built right in, so you have multiple ways to share this single hub.
Gotcha. So it's like your central, always current online spot. Easily shareable. Whether you're a freelancer showing a portfolio or a consultant streamlining contact info, it's your digital anchor point.
Sounds really efficient. Now, there's also URL shortening and analytics built in. How does that help manage, like, your digital marketing stuff?
Well, that's a neat add-on for campaign optimization. First, you get shorter, cleaner links to share, easier on the eyes, better for social media maybe. But the real value is the analytics tied to those short links. It's not just click counts.
Right. More data again.
Exactly. See where clicks came from geographically, what time of day people clicked, what devices they used.
Okay, so for a business owner or marketer, that gives you really clues about what's working and where.
Precisely. Their e-commerce example was good, tracking actual sales conversions back to specific shortened links shared in different campaigns. That lets you measure ROI much more clearly.
It all seems to tie together, doesn't it? How these features work together to make managing your digital interactions smoother and, well, more insightful.
Yeah, it feels like a cohesive system, not just a random collection of tools.
And they see it being useful across the board. Solo entrepreneurs, service businesses like consultants or agencies, real estate, beauty, sales teams.
You mentioned retail and hospitality, too, for quick customer interactions.
Yeah, and events and conferences for networking at scale. Seems like they've thought about quite a few practical use cases.
Even for just personal, professional use, right? Sharing your own info effectively.
Definitely. And for anyone listening who's thinking, okay, I want to check this out, the app itself, Vonda Pro, is on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Standard app stores. Easy enough.
Yeah. It's a subscription model, but they do offer a free trial, so you can actually play around with it, see if it fits your workflow before committing.
Good to know. And looking ahead, what's the future vision? Are they just stopping here, or is there more planned?
Oh, definitely more planned. They talked about ongoing innovation, things like new bio page templates, more advanced analytics.
Deeper personalization, maybe?
Exactly. And Laszlo hinted at some interesting new stuff using NFC that's in development. So aiming for even slicker ways to interact.
That makes sense. You got to keep evolving in the tech space. It sounds like that core idea, simplifying your digital presence, but smartly is still driving them.
So, wrapping things up. What we've explored today suggests the Vonda Pro app is aiming to be a really practical, integrated tool designed to cut down the complexity of managing all those different digital touchpoints, streamline workflows, and give you better insights.
Yeah, it's a focused attempt to tackle that digital tool overload we talked about at the start, offering a more unified, hopefully less stressful experience.
So if this deep dive caught your interest and you're maybe tired of juggling multiple apps, search for Vonda Pro app on the App Store or Google Play.
Give that free trial a whirl. See if it clicks for you.
Exactly. And if you need more info, their website and social channels are the places to go.
You can usually find contact details or FAQs there.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive. It's always interesting to look at tech trying to make complex business tasks a bit simpler.
Indeed. It's a good reminder that powerful tools don't necessarily have to be complicated tools. They can be designed to be easy to use, too.
Until our next deep dive.